some fantastic sound out of these. That was incredible. Welcome back to the studio on this Sunday afternoon that's a little chilly. I know by the time I get this video out to you guys, it'll be evening. But for now, it is extremely chilly here in Michigan. It is snowing, so what a perfect day to talk about a pair of headphones. This is OneOdio, and it's possible that a few of you might be familiar with the studio headset by OneOdio I did a while back. And I'm very excited to see them doing a pair of headphones because a lot of my followers, such as you guys, yeah, I'm talking about you, are into headphones and earbuds. Not the studio set of headphones that I use personally for all this editing that goes on. So that being said, this is not just a regular pair of headphones. This is their Focus A10 high res. We are going to definitely dive in and show you guys all of what comes in the box and how well they sound. So let's get started. First thing you're going to get in the box, what I like to refer as an accordion style pamphlet that'll give you everything you need to know and how to work your headphones. But of course, we don't need this because you have me. And I'm going to show you how everything works. And you get your USB-A to a USB-C charging cable. Also a 3.5mm audio jack. And of course, don't forget to pick yourself up a lightning port to a 3.5mm jack, or for the Android users, a USB-C to a 3.5mm jack to be able to connect them to your phone that has no 3.5mm input. Why the hell both Android and Apple got rid of that? Mo money. You're gonna get this nice OneOdio case. And I say nice, it's nice and hard, but as far as what you get inside is nothing to write home about because they give you this elastic strap that holds the headphones inside and no physical pouch to put your cables like your USB-C or the 3.5mm jack. They just kind of dance around in it when you stuff them inside with the headphones. But other than that, they throw in a lanyard and the zipper seems to be nice and neat. Now, I know you guys aren't here for the case. You're here for the OneOdio Focus A10s, and that's what these are, guys. Let's take a closer look at them. They are very light in the hands, but yet feel premium to the touch. And that's a good thing because it's a lot of plastic going on here, but you have the nice metal where you need it and where it folds in. That's right, guys, you get to fold these in, which is nice. And that is also metal as well. So that to me is important. When you have a good pair of headphones, you want that plastic because of the lightness of it, of course, but you also want that metal where it counts. And they did that in these. Now you get the OneOdio logo on each side of the cup. It's actually CNC'd with this ridge, like a record. I wonder if you put a needle on it, it would play a song. Probably not. At the top, you'll have the logo in white on this really nice looking black and silver look. Let's try them on the melon, and yes, you can wear them with a hat, with a pair of glasses, but for shits and giggles, I know you guys like to giggle at my baldness. Yeah, whatever. My father always said hair is for women and children. Now I know why he said that. But here you go, guys. Very nice. They fit on the head very lightly, like I was saying. You don't even really feel them on your head. They're not clamping, but yet they don't feel like they're going to go anywhere as well. There you have it. I have a small melon, of course, but you're able to obviously extend these to a bigger headset. No pun intended. And of course, you're going to get the right and left and stitched inside the cup. I really like that. Like I said before, I used to complain about it and say it was dumb because, well, who doesn't know what right and left is? Believe me, seeing that does help, especially when you get older. As far as what the cups are made out of, they're pretty excited to say it's that leatherette material that just feels fantastic. Now, of course, it doesn't have that slow form to fit, but that would be more of a memory foam style versus this really light and plush leather feel. I like it. And you'll get the same feel on the headrest as well. Taking a closer look at the buttons, I'm really digging the power button. It has a actual indentation that you'll be able to feel when it's on your head. And I like that feature because on some of these you'll fumble around and you will not find your power button or your volume button. You'll be pressing all the wrong buttons. So I really like the way OneOdio did their button. Just above that, you'll have the volume control up and volume control down. And then you'll have your 3.5mm audio jack. You'll also be happy to know that these buttons will control play pause, forward a track, and reverse a track. Thank God. And volume up or down. Always nice to have controls on the physical cup along with whatever device you're using, phone or laptop, etc. On the left of your cup, you'll have your ANC mode switch, and then you'll have your USB-C charging port. We talked about this earlier of them being able to fold up, and that is nice for compactness, if there's actually a word. Anyway, you'll be able to stuff them in a gym bag, a purse, or suitcase, or even the case it comes with. And of course, another fantastic feature is they fold out of the way when you have them on your neck, so you're not getting strangled to death by the ear cups being pinched this way. So it's always nice to be able to rest them on your shoulders if you're not using them. And if you happen to be a DJ, you're able to listen to one cup at a time without the other one being in your face. Lastly, you'll have the microphones on the right cup and the left cup for some outstanding phone usage. And we're gonna do a mic test later on in the review, so stick around. You might not wanna miss that. All right, let's go ahead and nerd out with me real quickly. I wanna show you guys what the specs are in these high-res headphones, and then we'll get on with the tests next. You will hear every detail sound, they're saying this, with their 40mm silk dynamic drivers that are built in, giving you hybrid active noise canceling along with their transparency mode. Now, I think every pair of headphones should have that, even earbuds for that matter, because when you are out in public and you're maybe jogging or sitting on a plane or a train, you're vulnerable with a pair of headphones or earbuds in your ears. Having that transparency option makes you feel at ease knowing that you're going to be able to hear the surroundings around you. And of course, on the other side of the spectrum, having that ANC availability is awesome as well when you're in your own comfort zone. You're gonna get dual noise detecting mics that will filter out up to 95% of low frequency ambient sound. Gosh. As far as battery life, you're gonna get 45 hours, actually they say 50 hours, but I'll explain that in a second. 45 hours of playtime. They say that will give you 675 song titles. That's pretty cool. 45 meetings if you're on a Zoom call, or 25 individual movies. That's impressive. However, it depletes when you use the active noise cancellation with Bluetooth on or off. The hell does that mean, Brannon? Bluetooth on or off? It threw me for a loop as well. What it means is you can actually use just the headphones as a sound design for ambient or no ambient. So use your transparency mode or your ANC without playing any movies or songs or anything in the background. That's going to save you, and that's what will give you the 45 hours. If you don't use any of that, then you're going to get 50 hours of playing time, okay? Now, of course, if you do use the ANC with Bluetooth on, you'll get 35 hours of playing time. So yes, you're going to deplete as you use their beautiful functions that they give you. So basically what I'm telling you is you're going to get 35 hours of playing time. Use the hell out of the ANC, enjoy it, and keep in mind they also throw in a fast charging. Awesome. 5 minutes of fast charging before you head out the door is going to deliver you 2 hours on the fly. Another great feature they have included is the multi-point connection. That's right, you can connect it to 2 different devices at the same time. Speaking of Bluetooth, I have looked all over the manual. I've searched a few videos, and I can't find what Bluetooth percentage it is. And usually when that happens, that means they're not boasting about a 5.2 or a 5.3. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a gander at it and say it's a 5.0, which will be just fine for your movies and your YouTube videos like Brannon No. It's a little plug. Music, etc., you'll be just fine. It doesn't have a gaming mode anyway, so you're not going to need that high tense latency. Upon my testing, I'm going to answer a few of your questions that I get quite a bit on the channel when I do headphones. And that is, can you charge the headphones while you're playing them? Yes, you can. However, it's when you are plugged in physically, like to your phone or any device. Yes, you will definitely be able to charge them and play them at the same time. You will not be able to use them in the Bluetooth mode and charge them at the same time. It cuts it right off, so unfortunate. Also, will you be able to use the ANC and the transparency mode when you have them plugged in? No, but when you have your Bluetooth on or off, remember I said that, on or off, you'll be able to enjoy those features. Today's song choice is by a platform that I am truly in love with, and that is ARTLIST. If you're a content creator looking for that next song title, ARTLIST has a plethora of songs to choose from. Or how about those sound effects that you hear in all my videos? What about that perfect stock footage you've been looking for? ARTLIST and ARTGRID have it all for your creative needs. If you guys are even close of thinking of doing what I do, do not hesitate. Hit my link down below. You'll get all the details. And don't forget to get yourself 2 free months on top of the 1-year subscription. You'll thank me later, I'm telling you. The song is called Better Run by Captain Jaws, J-O-Z. You might find this very familiar. It was in the intro, although that was the instrumental version. This is the lyric version. Ready? Here we go. Oh! Song's fun. It's very detailed. Crisp, highs, mids are right there. As far as bass goes, okay. Yeah, if I hold it closer, I'll tell you what I need to do. And by the way, is this bleed through? Probably gonna get some bleed through. Let's take the hat off. And the glasses. There we go. There we go. Way better bass. Yeah, it fits better. It sits better on the ears. Oh yeah, way better bass. I guess no hat, no glasses. All right. Wow, what a difference. Yeah, basically when you have a hat on, of course, or a pair of glasses, you're going to be pushing the ear muffs, if you will, more away from the ears. And that won't get you the deeper bass that you may desire. But as far as a deal breaker, if you must wear a hat, or if you definitely have to wear glasses, no, not at all. I don't think it'll be a deal breaker, but I will say you'll get a lot better bass without those items in the way. All right, let's go ahead and fire ourselves up a mic test. We're looking at the professional mic. Of course, we don't want to hear that. We would like to hear how the OneOdio Focus A10 sound right now. This is what it would be like if I am having a conversation on the phone with you. Does it sound good enough? I'm sure it sounds fine. There's really not much ambience going on in the background. Let's try a noisy restaurant. Now this is more of a test. That annoying background should be canceled out with this active noise cancellation. Are you able to hear me crystal clear? Would we be able to continue? Of course, I won't know until I'm in post. I'll be right back, guys. All right. Well, fast forward. I've been in post. I have sat down and listened to these, and best thing I could say is I think they'll be just fine on receiving and making phone calls. How about some pros and cons? Pro number 1, now I'm not sure if you guys really realize what you're getting here, but let me remind you, you are going to get a high-res audio Bluetooth headphones that won't break the bank. And we're going to get into that in just a second, but let me finish this up. Pro number 2, very comfortable and extremely light. Guys, you are going to love this pair of headphones on your melon. It's not going to fatigue it whatsoever. With the plush leather cups, it's going to feel like pillows on your earlobes. Pro 3 is the build quality. Not only are you getting a light plastic pair of headphones, but they're built to last with the metal headband and their metal hinges for that foldability. I don't even think that's a word, but you get the point. And lastly, I love the button layout on these. They separated them perfectly. They got that knobby button to find for your power and your play and pause. It's just spread out nicely, and you are going to really enjoy that when you're wearing them. And basically being blind to where these buttons are, you will definitely find them without a problem. All right, where there's pros, there are some cons, and I have a couple actually to mention. Con number 1, no pause when you take them off. That is something I really appreciate with both earbuds and headphones, especially headphones. When you take them off, I don't think everybody needs to hear what you were listening to. It's nice for them to pause and then pick back up where you left off when you put them on. These, however, do not have that feature. Another con, they seem to have skipped an app for this set of headphones. In fact, I don't believe OneOdio ever had an app. In fact, you can't find one on the Play Store or the App Store. It's just not there. And lastly, the case leaves little to be desired, of course. It's nothing to brag about. But I'm going to say that these cons probably most likely will be no factor to you once you hear what they have set the price for a pair of premium high-res headphones go for it. Now, I will be sure to drop you an Amazon affiliate link down in my description below. Yes, I get a kickback. It's not humongous, guys, really. It really isn't. But it definitely helps me and the channel grow in making these reviews for you. Retailing for $79.99, but you'll get a $7 coupon at checkout. Clicking on that will bring these down to $72.99. $73, okay? It's definitely a no-brainer, and that is exactly why they left out a few features. If you desire those extra features, then you need to dig deeper in your pockets. Let's open a fortune cookie and get you out of here. What is the fortune today? Oh, at least it's intact for once. Oh, special word. Intimate. Oh. I wasn't supposed to eat that first. Sorry. One moment, please. An unexpected event will bring you riches. Well, I hope so, because I need some right now. I guess we can eat the whole thing. Well, let me get out of here. The heat's coming on, and I don't need that sound in my video. So, if you've lasted this long in the review, well, you're either family or it could be something wrong with you, but hey, we don't judge at this table. You guys know that. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out that door if you aren't already. And I'll see you guys very soon, most likely next weekend, in my next video.